Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to the Ora News broadcast. It is 6 o'clock, and that means it's time for our English Flash News edition. And I'm Daniel Cook, your host, 6 days a week, presenting a translated version of the Albanian news. In today's news, the investigation continues into the explosive attacks that took place 2 nights ago in Tirana. The security cameras of a business that is located near the Tahiri pharmacy were able to catch the explosion on tape. The cameras were also able to catch the perpetrator actually placing the TNT into the air conditioner outside of the building. The video has now been made public by the police, and it has a running length of approximately 6 minutes. The video shows a person dressed in black with a hood over his head parking his bicycle outside the pharmacy. Then he is seen placing the TNT in the air conditioner outside the building. The camera caught all of this at about 2:23 a.m., and the masked individual was able to plant the explosive and vacate the scene in under a minute's time. The film shows the explosion taking place at 2:54 a.m., just over 30 minutes later. The General Director of the State Police has revealed some further details about the attacks that took place several nights ago. Mr. Artan Didi says that the recent attacks in Tirana were orchestrated by the same person or people. He also confirmed that the attacks were directed at the family of the Interior Minister, Saimir Tahiri. Mr. Didi said that investigations are currently underway to uncover the perpetrators of these events. He said that the investigations will expose these criminals who are attacking the family of the man who is at the center of the fight against crime. One day after the explosion, photos of the person who set the explosives at the Tahiri pharmacy have been made public. In these pictures, a person with a hood over his head can be seen arriving on a bicycle. He places the TNT in the outside of the air conditioner at the pharmacy, and then he leaves the area. The package exploded at 2:50 a.m., fortunately causing only material damage. These images are being examined by the detectives and experts, but as of yet, the identity of this attacker is still unknown. The majority and the opposition were again divided today, this time over the new foreign service law for the country. In today's Foreign Commission, the ministers discussed the new draft of the foreign service law for Albania. The vice chairman of the Socialist Parliamentary Group, Erion Brace, accused the former foreign ministers of selling off the Albanian territories. The current foreign minister, Ditmir Bushati, also made the same accusations about his predecessors. In the new law, the ministry asks for an extra fund of 2 billion lek to financially support the families of the diplomats, but the opposition objected to this change. The opposition accused the government of increasing expenditures and decreasing investments. The new law was approved in principle by the members of the majority, but received only 2 votes from the opposition. Minister Bushati reacted to this on his Twitter account, expressing his disappointment that the opposition voted against this new draft. Mr. Lulzim Basha has once again made it clear that his party will not accept the new territorial division. The Democratic Party organized a meeting today with the leaders of the municipalities. The meeting was to address the issue of local government autonomy. In the meeting, the Democratic chairman, Lulzim Basha, accused the Prime Minister Edi Rama and the Assembly Speaker, Ilir Meta, of creating a new territorial map as a means of political advancement. Basha said that the goal of this territorial division was not to improve the local government or to provide better services to the citizens. For this reason, Basha said that the Democratic Party will not recognize this division. According to Mr. Basha, the map was created for the electoral interests of Edi Rama and Ilir Meta, and it is nothing but a dirty deal. He said, "We will not support this division, which treats the citizens like cattle and puts political interests above everything else. This map represents the neglect and abandonment of the people." Prime Minister Edi Rama has once again made it plain to the Albanian citizens that there will be no amnesty given for electricity theft. He made this statement at a conference that was held today entitled Energy Recovery. To curb the abuse, the Prime Minister announced that starting from this month, a new payment system will be in place. He said, "A new payment system enters into force this month. The citizens will be able to pay their bills in many different ways, including Western Union, Easy Pay, and other means." Also present at the conference, the Interior Minister Samir Tahiri had this to say, "We are not fighting with the poor or those who stand in line to pay their electricity bills, but with those who have been guilty in the past of stealing electricity in their arrogance." The Minister of Economic Development, Arben Ahmetai, also spoke at the conference. He said, "By attracting investment and exacting fiscal justice, we are taking the first secure steps for the future of the country." Over the course of about 2 hours, the government made an analysis of the energy system in the country. They identified the problems that exist and gave details about the projects that will improve the system. The Assembly Speaker of Kosovo paid a visit to the Ora News station today during his first official visit to Tirana. After his meetings with the high officials of Albania, the newly elected Kosovo Assembly Speaker, Kadri Veseli, was invited to visit the Ora News station. He was received by the directors of RTV Ora News, and he was given a tour of the television station. Mr. Veseli said that many of the news studios here at the station are already familiar to him because the channel is frequently watched in Kosovo. He visited the newsroom, the multifunctional studio, and the studio of the show Tonight Il Vettore, which will possibly host him for an interview soon. Later, he addressed the Ora News staff, applauding their professionalism. He expressed appreciation for the investments in the infrastructure of the station as well. He said, "This is a great power that aims to inform the public. It makes the citizens part of the news in the fastest way possible. The technique and professionalism of the staff gives awareness to the citizens in every circumstance." The president of the Uldan Media Group thanked Mr. Veseli for his visit, underlining once again that this station is in the service of the Albanian public. "I thank you, and I am grateful that in your first visit to Albania, you chose to share your time with us. This is an informative channel that serves the public and conveys information in real time. As you can see, the investments are really great, and this is supported by the fact that my staff do an extraordinary job," he said. At the end of the conversation, Mr. Ndroci wished great success to the Kosovo Assembly Speaker. Currently, a reception is being held at the Kosovo Embassy in Tirana to commemorate the 7th anniversary of the independence of Kosovo. Many of the state officials and dignitaries are in attendance. An event honoring the journalists of Albania was put on in the city of Durrës yesterday. The event is called the Day of Journalistic Friendship. At the event, the president of the company Kurum Holding was given a prestigious award by the Union of Albanian Journalists. Mr. Hasmet Kurum was given the award for partnership with the media. In his acceptance speech, he expressed how important the media is and that he intends to continue his support for the media institutions. "I thank you for the award," he said. "We have supported and we will continue to support the media." The award was given to him in context of the 2nd annual Day of Journalistic Friendship, which was held in Durrës. The event was organized by the Union of Albanian Journalists. That concludes our news for this evening. Thank you for watching. Please join us again tomorrow at the same time for more translated news in English. Thanks, and have a great evening.